Until this summer, when he became CEO of Google, I think people outside of Silicon Valley may not have known much about Sunder Pichai, and yet they knew his products very well. There are more than 1 billion people all over the world who use the products he's had a significant hand in, including Google Search, Gmail, Google Maps, and Android. And I know what attracted Sunder to Google was its ability to be the great equalizer, an enabler to everyone around the world. Sundar's passion for empowering those who've been left behind in the digital revolution and those who haven't had the enormous benefits of pocket computing and those who don't live yet in an information society is very exciting. Please join me in welcoming Sunder Pichai.
Thank you, Shantanu, for that introduction. And thank you, Prime Minister Modi, and distinguished guests and friends. It's exciting to be here, to be part of this conversation. Adobe, Cisco, Microsoft, and Qualcomm, these represent the best of technology, and very excited to be on stage with all of them as well. Ultimately, what unites all of us as companies is the belief that driving technology forward will really improve people's lives in India and all around the world. I'm not just excited because, like many of you, I grew up in India. I'm excited because I deeply care about technology and know that India will play a big part in its future. A lot of that is because Prime Minister Modi is driving that forward. He has accelerated India's efforts to become the next global hotbed of innovation and entrepreneurship. More importantly, he understands that technology is an enabler to drive change at a massive scale, the kind of scale that India needs. Today, there are plenty of people in India who have smartphones and access to the web. It's almost surreal for me to step back and internalize all of this. Growing up, I still remember when my family, after many years of waiting, we were one of the few lucky families to get a rotary phone. It was a big event in our neighborhood. People all came to our home, and I personally dialed the number 9 as many times as I could, and it allowed us to connect with friends. I literally saw how it changed our lives. Fast forward to today, there are more than 300 million users who have access to the internet and smartphones. And India is the fastest growing country in the entire world in the rate at which it's adding internet users. It's not just being online, it's what do you do when you get online. People are educating themselves, they're connecting with loved ones, they're creating and sharing videos. For example, in YouTube, there are many homemakers in India who make a living by posting cooking videos online. Our largest YouTube creator, the most popular YouTube creator in India is Nisha Madhulika, who has millions of followers making vegetarian recipes in Hindi on YouTube. People are starting businesses too. In Chandigarh, a one-man retailer was selling water pumps, and he decided to take his business online, and he's the largest retailer of water pumps in Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. These stories are not unique. They're happening all over the country, and they happen every day. I was in India last year, and I had a chance to speak to entrepreneurs as part of a NASSCOM 10,000 Startups initiative. I could feel the change in the air. I met hungry entrepreneurs, the same kind of entrepreneurs I meet in the Valley. The combination of that, their motivation, and Indians coming online at an unprecedented scale, it was very clear to me that this is once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And the evidence is there all around us. There are more than 3,000 startups in India. By many metrics, India is the fastest growing startup nation in the world. Companies like Flipkart, Hike, Quicker, Zomato, Snapdeal, these are all evidence of this happening all around us. They are not just Indian success stories, they are global success stories, and they'll create thousands of jobs. We at Google are proud of what's happening in India, and we share the Prime Minister's vision for a digital India. We want to play our part. There are two main things, computing and connectivity, which are foundations for a digital India. On computing, we already have the two of the most open and large platforms in the world today with Android and Chrome. Android powers over 9 out of every 10 smartphones in India, and in many ways is powering the smartphone revolution over there. Last year we launched Android One because we care about everyone having a smartphone. We want affordable, high-quality, entry-level smartphones. We also care about making Android available in many more languages. Android is today available in many Indic languages, but we know to push digital literacy forward, it's really important for people to be able to type in their native languages. So next month, we'll make it possible for people to type in over 10 Indic languages in India, including Prime Minister's mother tongue, Gujarati. We are bringing Chromebooks to schools throughout the country, giving kids access to more information. And finally, we are working on many connectivity projects, including an important announcement in terms of bringing connectivity to railway stations throughout India, which we'll announce with Prime Minister Modi tomorrow at Google. All of this goes to the heart of why our company exists, giving access to information and knowledge to more people. It's the core mission of Google. And more than almost anywhere else, India has the innovative spirit that lies in our DNA, and it's doing great things with it. It's that spirit that drives everyone here, and like everyone, I'm excited to see India's future. Very excited to work together with the Prime Minister to make that happen, and thank you all.